Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome once again to my channel. This is a continuation from the previous video I obviously posted with Cynthia G and Storm Muro. Yes, that's the name. I am I'm gonna talk about how black men claim that black women are masculine, but yet they forget how they've been a disappointment and a betrayal to black women. How that came into force. Because they are very good at lying, at giving excuses, at telling all the lies they can, giving all the excuses they can. And for some reason, a lot of people believe them. A lot of people believe because obviously, while whatever has been done to affect black women, most black women have obviously taken on that role, and most black women obviously have um, um, that behavior due to the betrayal of black men. Number one, we look at the black men in the home. Yes, say take for instance in Africa, the black men in Africa, they don't pay any attentions to their daughter. They don't pay attention to their daughter whatsoever. The first thing in their head, their stupid culture and religion tells them that they must have a male child. So when a female child is born to them, they don't really see it as anything. They don't love on that child. They don't really care for that child as they should. They don't communicate with that child. That daughter, let me stop saying child, the daughter, they don't really do anything much with that daughter. Yes, they know she's from the black men back home. We're talking about back home now, before I come to the Europe side of it. They don't really pay attention to these daughters. Most of the daughters see their father digging their mom on the ground, killing their mother, hitting their mother, just doing all sort of wrong things to their mother. So these women, they've grown up to be aggressive, to be masculine, to feel like, okay, this is all I saw my mom doing to my dad. So now I'm not going to let any man treat me like that. And I'm going to, okay, be strong so I can fight back. So most of these black women, they've had to come up with this idea. They've had to survive by themselves. Not to talk of the ones that are abandoned when they are born, left to go from one slave house to another slave house. They've been raped and abused by the men in those homes they go to. Yes. So these women, that's the women in Africa, they've already been betrayed by black men. And most black men don't see this. I would use my example when I was growing up. We had a house help, a house help. Obviously, the mom and dad couldn't look after her. My grandmother, they decided to give her away. And my grandmom said, well, we'll take her. We took this girl in, and no one knew what was going on in the house until this girl started confessing. My uncle, my two cousins were sleeping with her. Yes, my uncle and two cousins, male cousins, were sleeping with this girl. She was just only 12, 13 at that time. Yes. So if not because one of my auntie actually caught my cousin red-handed, we would not have known. Because they always tell her to shut up, not to report it, not to say anything to anyone. And she was scared. She was scared. And she didn't say nothing. So those are three men. when I do this channel, people think, oh, when we talk about black men, because when I involve all these other race of women, these other race of women think we black women have their time, or we are jealous of them because they get the attention of black men. I don't effing give a f about which black men those other race of women are dating. It's not my effing business. I'm sorry to use the f. I never use these words, but when those women think we are jealous of them or there's jealousy, you must be raving crazy in your head to think that there's anything to be jealous of you about. I know how you were created. I know how you got into this world. Yes, I don't give a damn about the amount of black dick you are having in your mouth. That's your business. That's no. I'm talking about a black man. Yes, I'm talking about their disrespect. I'm talking about their betrayal. I'm talking about their self-hatred. I'm talking about their menace. I'm talking about their weakness, their ugliness. That's what I'm talking about. I don't really care about other race of women, and nor do I have anything against them. It's always the other way around anyway. So when black men talk about black women this, black women that, black women, do they take into consideration what they actually do to black women and girls? Do they take that into consideration? Do they take that into, because black men have their excuses, like, oh, I grew up with my mother and she was always screaming and she was always shouting and she was always aggressive, or whatever excuse black men have. Because we black women, some black women don't get to speak up. And even if they have those kind of experience in life with the men they grew up with, including some of their fathers, most black women don't even let that affect them. They still want to date men, and they still want to date the black men. Most fathers back home were sleeping with their daughter, pregnating their daughter. Those are men who are supposed to be protecting their daughter, providing for their daughter. Their daughter will be providing for them. Many women back home have had to end up in Italy to go and prostitute themselves with white men, because these are things we tend to want to keep quiet about in the black community. We always want to bring the negative things about black women, but we don't want to bring the things that led to most black women being the black women that they are. I've said it before. I said I don't have black women as friends. I don't. But still, that does not make me not see what is going on. I made a video the other day, and there was a woman obviously commenting on my post, which I appreciate, and telling me that it's not all black men. I replied to that woman like twice. Then I finally concluded that, okay, I should just rest my case with one message to her. And that was, it is not all black people or black men, but it's enough for me to talk about. It's enough for me to make videos about. Yes? So, the betrayal of black men in the black community, no one talks about it. All they see is the toxicity of black women and how black women is toxic. Like back home, a black woman in her husband's house will be beaten by that husband. And the men in her family will say, oh, it's your husband, stay there. Because they want to be able to do the same, and no other man will step up and speak to them or step up to them. Because that's the norm. Just like we've been normalizing all that black men have been doing home and even in the Europe. We normalize it. We keep quiet. It's okay that black men and boys are being brainwashed. It's okay because black women's attitude is this. It's okay. when we know that most black men, they don't really do anything, even when you are in relationship with them. Most black men, if they don't get access to your body, they don't want to know about the children you gave birth to for them. They don't come and look after those children. They don't come and assist those children. Where you people get the statistic that they are oh God, that they are the fathers who look after their children the most. I don't know where you got those statistics from. I have no idea. When I see black men's behavior at home, back home, and seeing their behavior even in the Europe, I don't see why you people decided to gang up together and delete Cynthia G's channel, to bring you gang up together for our channel to be brought down, because the truth she's telling is hitting black men so bad. They don't want it to spread to so many black women. They decided to end it so quickly. Black women are aggressive. This is why they are taking their passport to other race of women. This is why they are this. This is why they are that. But you betrayed your women in the first place. For the record, black women, you will continue to be betrayed by black men. You will continue to be betrayed by black men. I've always said it. I said it the other day. I said, the white men don't need guns. They don't need jail. I mean, I don't know if that's an understatement, but they don't. All they need to do to calm black men down is just open the doors to their women, to black men. Let them be able to date your women. Then you won't need guns, white men. White men won't need guns. They won't need it. No. That is enough for them to conquer the black community. Black men will open all the gates of all the oil and whatever it is, amenities that the white man need. They will open all those gates for the white man to go and take freely, like they've been doing in Africa. All the white man need to do is just to give them their women. Say, you can date this, you can date our women. Even in the Indian men, they should just say, you can date our women, black men. And the Chinese men can also say, you can date our women. That way you will see black men, there will be no law concerning whatever they do to black women or black children. The black men will be so happy for them to just take their reign and feel free. Because that's how the self-hatred in their vein, that's how it runs deep. And who are they? Who is best for them to dump their rubbish on and excuses on? It's the black women. Who is best for them to paint bad? It's the black women. It's the black women. You will be with a black man in the house, he will be doing nothing. He will be aspiring to nothing. You will leave him and say, okay, if that's how you want to live your life, okay, I want more. And you will leave that black man, and they will say you will be blamed for breaking up the home. How did you break up the home? We are not in the same home. Doesn't mean we can't both come together and raise our kids. It doesn't mean we can't both come together. We can both come together and raise our kids. So what kind of excuse is that? Especially when where you are in the country is just 20 minutes away from me. Or even if it's 1 hour away from me. Most black men, when you separate with them, they have nowhere to stay. It's either they are going to move into another woman's house. So therefore, the children you have for them cannot even come and visit them in the weekend. Yes, these children are always with the woman. So the excuses black men give for their behavior and how others believe it makes me believe that it is just an agenda. An agenda. It was divide and conquer before, which it still is. And now it's just give them our women. Let them have access to our women. And then as they allow black men do now, as you can see, I mean, the first video I posted out is regarding black men and how they see us and how they see other women. Yes, so as long as they're giving that platform, black men are okay. But what I don't like is the lie. What I don't like is this labeling of the black woman. The labeling of the black woman. I have many and many scenarios and examples and live issues of how the black man, yes, how black men have destroyed the softness in black women. How black men have destroyed all the softness in a black woman. It started from the home, where the black sons will see the woman doing most of everything, all in the name of their father went to work. Yes? And most of us know that even when we are in a marriage, we as the black women are still the men inside that marriage. Not because we want to, but because the men, for some reason, want to be babies. They want to give an excuse of, oh, work and that's it. Our sons see it. My son never calls his father's name on anything. It's always me. Because he never sees his father doing nothing when we were together. He never sees his father. So he says, but mommy, you are the one who has been doing it. And I'm like, oh, that was what you saw then. It's not anymore now. Sorry. And it gets me so upset when he says that. But it's true. It's true. Black men have betrayed black women from the day, from the onset. They've squeezed the softness out of black women. That's why you see some black women hovering around with masculinity. Some of them are confused. Some of them don't even know if they are men or women. Some of them have had to survive with that kind of behavior. In this Europe, when you touch a white, even when a white woman do you wrong and you touch her, you will see our men will come, which are the police, isn't it? And they will take their women's side. When will anything happen to a black woman and a black man is actually able to come out and take the side? No, they hide their head. They hide their head. They keep quiet. Because they know that they have no power. They know that they are weak. They know they have no power. They know they are weak. So why they think we are jealous of them going to date other race of women, I don't know where they get the idea from. I don't know where they get that idea from. I have no idea. There's nothing jealousy there. There's no jealousy anywhere. You do you. But the truth still has to be told. We still have to tell the truth. Those who are scared of telling the truth, let them be scared. Those who can tell the truth, let us say it. The truth has to be told. When they go to those white women, that's the only way their children will even go on any holiday. When the children are on half term. Because left with a black man and a black woman, the black man won't even do shit. He won't do nothing. I have 3 friends now whose husband, they have husbands in the house, so the husband is nothing, it's not happening. No, two of the husband is asking me out as we are talking, as I'm making these videos. Yes, the wives are complaining. My friends, they are complaining about their husbands in the house. That he doesn't do anything. He would not even bring a suggestion for them to go anywhere, travel anywhere. That even when they do, it's always disregarded. Then what is family for? What is the essence of the family? When these women divorce now, the home breaks, falls apart, and the women will be blamed. When others don't know the real truth of why the relationship ended in the first place. This video is for Black men and women who hide. You hide the lie. You don't want the truth to come out, especially for the men. They don't want the truth to come out. Or the other mommies, who want to keep babysitting Black men, who hate themselves as a Black woman as well, who have their own internalized hatred for themselves. This video is for you. You need to stop lying about the truth. Every Black woman was born feminine, but they were betrayed by their father. The one person that should bring love, that should bring that femininity, that should uphold it for you, the one person that should make it grow in you, your father. Most of them betray you. Most of them betray us as Black women and squeeze this femininity out of our lives. Most of them, when they are not with the mother of those children, they leave everything to the women. So the women have no choice than to ask their own children for support and help. Especially if that child is a first child, is a daughter. Yes? Because most of the men would not even do anything. Most of the boy child, when you call them to go and do anything, they cry like babies. Most of them can't do nothing apart from play ball and watch computer game. So what are we lying for? What are we lying for? I'm going to use this opportunity to play this message from Cynthia G, because she's telling another truth here that most Black people don't like. Yes, hence why they did what they wanted, what they could do to bring our channel down, because the kettle, the heat on the kettle was hitting them. And instead of them to start doing better, they decided to connive with other race of women to bring our channel down. But I'll just play this video right here to you, for you to listen to, because I think she's spilling the truth there. And like I said before, Black women, you need to hear the truth. You just need to hear the truth.
It flew, and it was a very good point too. I hope it comes back. That's his first wife right there. Oh, yeah, okay, now I get it. Yeah, Black women are sitting up there essentially chasing after Black men so that they can have access to the genetic stock that's going to help them replicate the skin tone that they want. Black men are running from that. And Black women don't understand the very thing that you value in them, because that's literally the only thing that they provide. I've talked to many Black women and said, why do you need them? And the one thing they'll say is because they want Black children. So you're chasing after these males for the very Blackness that they're rejecting you for. Because when you are as a Black man and you're gravitating towards a woman whose genetic material has the ability to lighten up your Blackness and completely erase it, you're not going to tell me that Black men are not running from the very thing that Black women values that they have the ability to help them replicate, which is their black skin. Black men are trying to run from it. Black women are running to it. They're not compatible.
It has to be. Now, I mean, maybe it's just something I don't understand because I'm not real dark skinned, so I don't have that experience.
You know.
I would be interested in interviewing some black men, especially of that generation, and just really like ask them, like, do you think you have value outside of your BBC? Like, do you think you have any value outside of that?
I think that they know that they don't. That's why they don't talk about anything other than their BBC. Like, even when they talk about the appeal that they have to other women, they're it's like, oh, she wants a black dick. Oh, it's the BBC. They know they don't have anything to offer anyone. But because women will still accept them sexually, they will not change one thing. They're not going to. And what black women don't understand is all of your loyalty to these males, despite being treasonous, despite being disloyal, is making them seem more valuable than they are to other women. It is the fact that black women are rooting themselves to black men that's making other women attracted to black men. And that's, black women don't seem to understand that. But it's like, you are. You're making them look desirable to other groups of women because you refuse to open up your options. You refuse to get them off the pedestal. And then if you think about it, these males are abusive. They have nasty attitudes. They have no resources. They're very treasonous and disloyal and always have been. Yet these are the very males that black women say they only want to date. They must be good. They must be great. They must be. There has to be something that's phenomenal about them if they can engage in all of this negative behavior and black women are still chasing after them. Chasing after nothing. Like, literally. They are chasing after nothing.
Nothing but penis, unless penis is just that powerful. Like, and you had me cracking up. I was watching one of your shows and you said, yeah, well, you know, I'm not saying that I still won't be intimate with it, but come in, do what you got to do and get out because you're not staying.
Yeah, no, they don't. They're like, you go come in here, you go run some dick, and you go get treated like you only have dick to offer. I'm not about to fall in love with dick. I'm not. And that's the problem that I think black women are having. And I really think black men's ego wouldn't be as high if black women would discard them and treat them as if they only have dick to offer. Instead, black women treat black men like they have the world to offer. That's how they're treated. They're treated like they have a ton to offer. They're treated like they're nice. They're treated like they're a commodity, like they're a prize, even though they're not. And it's like, you can even look in the DSM-5 and you can look at how you create narcissist and antisocial personality, and black women is doing everything. And black women is doing everything that you do to create narcissist. Praising them just because. Like, literally, black women praise black men just because they exist. And you simply need to have a conversation with them to know that the only reason why they like them is because they're black and male. That's the only reason.
And that's true. Anyone with two eyes can see that. I mean, there was a video there was a video somewhere whereby someone was saying, a black man himself did that and say he can only protect his wife, you know. And that video, I think it went viral, and a lot of men were saying, I can't protect any other woman if she's not my wife and all that. Apart from this protection thing we all talk about, black men, what else do black men have to offer? What else? Everyone that they sent into this my flat when anything gets spoiled is a white man, an Asian man. I don't see black men. I don't see black men. And like Storm said, I mean, a lot of people feel this way. They feel like because they don't experience it, because it just said, and maybe it's because he's a light-skinned black man that he doesn't experience. A lot of people think this way, that because they are light-skinned and because they don't experience it, that it doesn't happen, that it doesn't exist. It does exist. You have to have a very spiritual eye to see what is going on. You have to have a spiritual eye to see how the black men are operating, how the system is operating the black men as well. But the black men don't see that. And the black women, they are treating black men the way black men should be treating us black women. And we are treating them. We are treating ourselves the way they are treating us as black women. We are giving black men respect. We are giving black men, we are uplifting black men as the one we desire and want to date because we want black children. Those black children we are talking about, especially the men, they hate themselves. The men and boys, they hate themselves. Because society and what society teaches them, you cannot teach them that. You don't even teach them that anyway as black parents. You don't. Because most of your home, number one, is divided because of the foolishness of the our father in the first place. So Cynthia G just sums it up. I'm not even supposed to add anything. I'm supposed to just leave it there. Just end it where she ended it. Because we are just praising, uplifting black men for what really? For what? For dick? For what? So we need to wake up. We need to wake up as black women. We truly need to. I know most of us are very deft. Most of us are very clingy. It is the black man that has disappointed you, black women. It is the black men that have sucked your softness out of you. They've done it since you were born. They will continue to do it. They will not stop doing it. So it's high time you wake up as black women. And this is where I end this video, because it's 2024 and I've been noticing all this nonsense, blackmail nonsense, since, let's say, before coronavirus. And I'm telling you, it's getting even worse. So black women, you better put your spiritual eye on. Put it on. Yes, put it on. And devise a plan for your own self as well as a black woman. That's where I end my topic. Don't let their blame get to you. Don't let this wig they talk about get to you. Yes, it's them. They've betrayed you. They've squeezed the femininity out of you. The whole world can see it. Every man can see it. Every woman can see it. The only people that cannot see it is you, the black woman, and the black men. It is still you that cannot see what the black men are doing to you in the black community. Stay safe, comment, like, and subscribe. Until I meet you again, take care. Bye-bye.